Well, welcome back to another Dynodaze video. I recognise this car. Well, I recognise this car because it's been in a few times. But it's actually changed owners since the last time that we mapped it. Believe it or not, the last time we mapped this, it was on a K-Pro ECU. We've gone to retune it for the current customer and found it's only got a K100 in it. So the last customer has swapped the ECU out. So who knows what file was on that ECU currently. So anyway, we're going to tune it as we always do. It's had some mods. It's had a Dynodaze induction kit. Richard will talk to you a bit later on about the problems with this car that he's had to overcome today. But yeah, let's do a stock power run as she is right now, and then we'll get tuning. Here we go. It's that time of the video again where I talk about our sponsor, worldoflubricant.co.uk. Yes, it's a K20, it's a Honda Civic. One of the most important things is to make sure you've got oil. Worldoflubricant.co.uk have got a lot of oil. So go and check them out. Use code DYNO, D-Y-N-O, at the checkout. Save yourself a load of money. The shipping's really quick. The customer service is brilliant. Go and check them out. Black EP3. This one's been a lot of work, Richard.
Not very nice work is the way I'd describe it. Not necessarily a massive amount of work in itself, but not very nice work. Yeah, it came in originally, it was due for a mat tweak, wasn't it, at the time when it came back in?
Yeah.
And we stuck it on the ramp and had a look at it, and I was like, yeah, someone's ragged the wrong bolts in the manifold, and we don't have those, and one of your VTEC solenoid bolts is missing, and it's leaking oil badly. O2 sensor, which we had previously ordered in for the customer, was actually for an FN2, not an EP3. Some obviously got mixed up with the orders. So we sort of said to him, I think the best thing to do is take it away. Let's order what we think we're going to want and need, obviously, to rectify the vehicle, get it right. We'll have you back. So that's where we are today. The vehicle's back.
Technically, on that occasion, it failed its health check.
Yeah, it did, yeah. But in this, so obviously we knew what we were doing this morning. We knew what work we've got to do, although we didn't exactly know truly what was wrong, obviously, where they put the bolts in the manifold, but we'll get to that.
We did know, though, eventually.
We did know eventually. Yeah, so anyway, it came in, and obviously we took the manifold off this morning and had a look at that. 4 out of 5 holes as such were able to be retapped. Or generally, if we do that and you get to that stage, then you put studs in, because you don't want to be running a bolt in and out of there and obviously killing what's left of the thread. So we changed that to stainless steel studs with stainless steel nuts. The one nearest the VTEC side, unfortunately, had been really badly stripped, which I sort of half suspected because there was nothing in there, but obviously needed to. So we had to drill and helical that. And anyone that knows an EP3 engine bay and the angle of the engine and how awkward it is at the back there with no room, it was extremely difficult to get in there and do that. I'll be honest and say the head should really, in most instances, when you're doing that sort of work, would have to come off. But we did manage to do it, although it was a real pain. And then once I got through that level of pain and I got that job sorted out, I was I'll take the VTEC solid off and I'll just sort that out. And then some mongrel snapped a bolt in that. But luckily it was just sitting proud of the head. So I did manage to get a nut on it and weld the thread basically that was sticking out just inside into a nut, and then actually managed to back that out and get that out. That was luck rather than judgment.
I like it. I like it.
That could have gone the other way, and then he still would have been taken
today the Honda gods were on your side.
Yeah, they'd watch over me today, so I managed to get that out and get that work done. We obviously fitted the O2 sensor, we refitted the manifold, we fitted the Dynodaze induction kit, and then put it up on the dyno. Pulled the ECU. We were told it was on a K-Pro. Pulled the ECU.
Well, it was on a K-Pro last time. We see
it was on a K-Pro.
I checked the video.
Yeah, it wasn't a K-Pro last time it was here, because like you say, you checked the video, and it identified as a K-Pro because it had got K-Pro version 4 written on the lid of the ECU.
But inside
it was a K100. So obviously we've gone down
Rich
that
likes
route.
K100s.
Yeah, I particularly detest them. But anyway, we went down the route, obviously swapping the board out, putting a K-Pro board in so we can obviously map it, which we've done. It pretty much is identical. The only difference in modifications this car has got from the last time we saw it is the induction kit. So we didn't necessarily expect to make a massive amount of power, but we did make some peak power, probably from like 7.5 to 8.5 basically.
That's right. We made a little bit at the top end, and like, you know, with it having that K100 in that wasn't something to do with us, it meant that we don't know what file was on there. So we were just starting again today.
Yeah. There was... You have no, it wasn't the file that it was mapped on here. That's
no, because that was a K-Pro.
Yeah. So, like you say, it's obviously just come out of a car that's got a tune on it, and in it's gone.
Not good for cars.
No, that's very naughty, to be fair. But nonetheless, it's made power. So this customer is in the owner of this vehicle now that owns it. It may be a real big difference to him as regards power and the way it drives and everything. So. Let's have a look at that. He's
certainly got some flames now.
Yeah, he's got some flames.
He's got the flames that we gave this car originally.
Yeah.
Let's look at the graph.
Let's have a look at the graph.
Well, there we have it, guys. Red line is as she came in, blue line is as she leaves. We've gained power today at the top end. We finish on 224, which is a bit disappointing, really, because this car actually made more power last time we tuned it. But as Richard says, we tuned it on a K-Pro. It's a K100 now, so who knows what file's on there. We know that we've made an increase. Yeah, who knows where this car's been since the last owner or what's been happened to it, but we know the ECU got took off, so don't know what happened to that, but it's our job just to tune this, make it safe, and obviously with an unknown file from a second-hand ECU, you've got to tune it and make it safe. No two cars are the same, there's no flash mapping, it's all got to be custom tuned, it's all got to be lovely. And this one leaves lovely, so it's going to drive better in my opinion. Hopefully the customer thinks so as well. It's looking good. We fixed, as Richard said, we fixed a load of problems on this car, so it's a good result all round. So thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, and we'll see you on the next one.
I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.